Sanbonani, Southern Africa, Sanbonani, Far Eastern Catholic News. This is Kgethang. Very, very, very excited about this interview. It's much anticipated. It's been long in the making. This is the this is the third interview that I have done with Mr. Kgethang Konese. Imagine, but what makes it exciting is that the past two times I've been ambushing him while he was doing rehearsals and preparing for his albums and his concerts, The Fela and The Rise last year, as well as earlier this year when he was preparing for his concerts. So I think we had a brief chat and we were like, no, we have to sit down properly, like normal people. Yeah. And I'm very excited that finally the moment has happened. The reason I wanted for us to have this conversation was because June is a very special month for Catholics at large, especially those whose devotion is to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And most importantly, in South Africa, we are celebrating Youth Month. And it is a group of people very near and dear to our hearts, because obviously the youth are the future of not tomorrow, but today. Basically. Yeah. And so it's a very great time for us to have this conversation, this sit down. We are in the Archdiocese of Johannesburg, and yeah, it's a very exciting time for me. Thank you so much for affording me your time.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, that is you like I'm coming.
Yeah, it's what I do, but it's who I am.
If you're not shopping, then there won't be news.
There won't be news. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for a warm welcome, and I'm also glad and happy to be here for the sit down. And yes, as I mentioned, it's a conversation. It's nothing formal. It's nothing too journalistic, or it's not an investigation at all. It's just for us to talk about the importance of giving our lives to God in our various ministries. It's a conversation about encouraging young people and anyone watching this conversation to use their talents and their gifts for the service of the church. So those who don't know you, who don't know your background, I don't know how to help them anymore. But Kgethang Konese really has been a very phenomenal gem in the Catholic Church in Southern Africa. He has healed so many hearts, souls, and I think there are many testimonies to people who have been touched by his ministry. So the feast will be taking place this weekend on the 13th is it 12th to the 13th?
Yeah.
Yes, so obviously the Feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus is a movable feast like, the Easters and stuff. It takes place 19 days after a Pentecost Sunday. So this year we will celebrate it on the 12th to the 13th of June 2026.
Yes.
So, but before we talk about all those things, we just gave you a brief background and we're just gonna weave everything together into the conversation. But before we do that, I think let's try and do a bit of justice. If you don't know much about Kgethang Konese, but for those who somehow are watching this conversation for the first time, give us a brief glimpse into your life. You were born in Lesotho, and you moved here to South Africa in Blackstop, but can you please, I would love in your own words to share with our audience where it all began for Kgethang.
Yeah, like you said, Dumelang. Like you said, born in Lesotho, born and raised Catholic, moved to South Africa. I think you know the story when my dad wanted to kill me and my mother, and we moved in with my grandparents, and that was my life when I was young, and did everything that I had to do as a young person. Nothing special there. Struggled like anybody else. Went to church like anybody else. And when I got the opportunity to leave the Catholic Church, because as we grow up, we need to make our own decisions. Are we staying in the Catholic Church or are we leaving the Catholic Church? And I found myself falling more in love with the Catholic Church, because now I understood more of the hymns, more of the prayers that we have, the sacred part of it in terms of the Mass, and all of those things. And that's when I fell in love with the Catholic Church, when I was, in my teenage, but now I think that's how I can summarize it. And yeah, if you don't know me, I don't know, because I'm all over social media, I'm all over TV, radio, yeah, and singing, not with anything else, but doing getting the lot work.
Yeah. You are known and loved for the music that you minister through. So when you were younger, you mentioned that you had the opportunity to leave the church.
Yeah.
And we'd say that a lot of times after confirmation, a lot of young people are like, okay, it's my graduation certificate. Bye-bye. But yes, you did mention that you got to understand the sacred parts of the church, the music, the villa. But for many young people, it's easy for them. And I think I'm also one of them. When you are younger, you find the church so boring and long.
It is boring.
And you're like, yo, it takes a special breed of young people to really fall in love. So what is it with you specifically that you say that I'm staying because the sacred parts of it, yes, it's solemn, it's very serious, and to the young person it's boring, but more cooler when you get to our age, you'll realize that it's not. But when in your teenage years, I mean, you're struggling with growing up identity and the struggles you said you face. So what is it that drew you, that made you fall in love and say that this is what's making me stay in the church?
They appointed me as a conductor in the church. And for me, I got to go home and prepare the mass, and singing Morena Rauhela, I got to understand what is Morena Rauhela now, deeper. I got to understand what is glory, deeper. I got to understand why we go at the back and bring the Bible in front. I went deeper into how the mass is being performed or being celebrated in the church. And that's when I fell in love with it. And that's why when I was conducting, I wanted to make sure everything that I know, everything that I feel. Because when I sing Morena Rauhela, there's no noise. You need to say, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So the sound was important. And when you sing glory, we need to make so much noise so that we can sing with the angels, in heaven to say, let's come together and say, we are halalela, something like that. So I became part of the mass. And from there, I was appointed to conduct the whole diocese of Klerksdorp, and whether it's ordinations or what every choir that we had in our diocese, I had to, be in front and conduct them. And that also improved the love that I have for the church and also for Jesus, because I fell more in love with it. And for me, that was a game changer, because now I can make my own decisions and I'm choosing to stay in the Catholic Church.
Most definitely. And I think as a church we are promoting ecumenism. That is the relationship that we have with other denominations.
100%.
And I really love how you're able to reach out and have your life and story relatable as a Catholic. But also just sticking a bit into how it all began and how it evolved with you, musically speaking. When and how did you discover that, okay, I'm good with music, I'm good as a singer and stuff? Because I think when you're young, I think it's important for you to be able to identify as a youth what it is that you are good at. I mean, someone saw something in you and they appointed you conductor to a point where you were able to conduct for the whole diocese. I think in my case, I credit, Abu Father, like Father Gabriel Guedo. He's a consolata missionary. He saw potential with what I do. He saw that I loved what I do, writing and getting missing people, asking for interviews. And it was like, for me, it was like, I was limited to my parish. I just wanted to cover events for just parish. And I was like, no, but I see something bigger. And he kept on pushing. I was like, gradually I was obeying him. But I thank him for that and I always give him his flowers because he saw something in me I didn't see myself. So there are people who see something in you that now you wouldn't see in yourself.
Exactly,
how was that for you, the process of identifying that, okay, I'm good in music and these are the people I give credit to for seeing potential in me?
Well, from school, we were forced to join the choir.
You were forced?
From primary school and high school, we were forced. Because if you don't do that, back shy. Okay. Right? And obviously at church, because I was part of the youth, we had to sing in church. So music was not my thing. We were singing at home, just normally. but it was never something that I'll take seriously to make a career out of it, you know, and to stand in front of people. Why am I contacting people? You understand? So, so for me to join the church choir, it happened like that. And later on, our conductor missed our rehearsal. So they had to say, Kgethang, come in front and do this for us. And the Sunday, the conductor didn't come. So I had to conduct. And then the following week, he came and he was like, no, continue. We like it when it's you. It's like, okay, no problem. That's how it came. Even with the music, it was COVID.
Yeah.
And because before COVID, I had a group called Kgethang and Friends, called Kgethang and the Melodies. It was some of the youth members in my church were just doing the favor, you understand? And they were leading the songs, not me. So COVID happened and I was forced to stay home and record music. And people just said, oh, we like it, do another one. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm healing people with this thing, so let me just do it. Because like, I'm just shocked now when I realize, Guti, my whole year is booked out. I'm performing somewhere. I'm like, guys, do you really know that I don't want to do it? Can I just be a businessman, enjoy my space and all that? But because of maybe it's something that we are called for, you know, which is something that people are saying, pastors and priests are saying this thing, the bishops are saying this thing. So let me just follow, because so you can't prophesy yourself where you're going, something like that. So people are seeing it in you, so you just have to follow and do it.
Yeah.
So, and also I love it. Just that I don't want to be holding the mic. I just want people to sing it for me.
That's where you're most known for. Be
they say, hey, but we pay to come and see you. It's like, no problem. Let's sing together. Yeah. So hey, it's something like that. Yeah.
So growing up, okay, as I listen, like you are, you know, an example of, you know, when your colleague calls you, like no matter what, it will have a way to find you. And I think in a sense you are, I guess, fortunate in that, you know, your purpose was always there to push you forward. But for that young person who's like, okay, but what is my purpose? What am I called to do? I mean, there are so many struggles that we are seeing. Many struggles. Unemployment, things just feel so hard and harsh. So for someone who feels like they don't have a place in the church or in society, what is your message to them in terms of how they can dig into what they are called to do?
You create your own space. I always believe that. I was telling a friend of mine here, even if business closes now, because I'm doing business 24 hours, and if something goes wrong there and there's no opportunities for me to work, I'll still create my own space and make money out of it. I'll still shoot videos, I'll still release music, because these things they pay. I was telling somebody else, in 7 days last week, via music, 7 days I made $10,000, about almost 200,000. And I'm like, and this is something that I'm not paying attention to. Imagine if I was paying attention to it, you know, it will feed my family, you understand? So you create a space. I also told somebody that even if I lose music and I lose business, I can still go out and print t-shirts and sell in the streets, because I'm trying to make my own space. God blesses those who are pushing. I don't know if I'm putting it nicely. You can't sit at home, because remember for 26 years I was staying in my mother's check. And the time I said to God, please bless what I'm going to do, and immediately he did that. If I was just sitting in jail feeling sorry for myself, nobody will know me right now. I had to push to make sure that it happens. For 26 years I was looking for pity, for people to say, oh shame, you uzolunga, all of those things. It never worked, because that's where it ends. You know, so even if God, or not God, even if things are taken away from me now, I promise you I'll still survive, because I know now, Uguti, if I put more effort into it, somebody needs something somewhere else. You understand? So I'll always do that.
Yeah, well, I love that. I really love that, because I mean, now we are, you know, complaining about the issues of, you know, the illegal immigrants, and we are complaining about, you know, joblessness, and we always find someone to blame other than trying to find opportunities within ourselves. So I love that you are business minded. I love that you are trying to find a way to make things work for yourself. That is very interesting and encouraging and motivational.
Hallelujah.
I mean, 2019 COVID happened. For many it was something that is traumatic. For others it helped propel their careers and their businesses. I mean, a lot of content creators, we know them thanks to COVID-19. Many will follow from that. And you mentioned now that COVID-19 helped elevate the ministry that you do.
Yeah.
Now, you've been at this for I think almost 7 years. Tell us what have been some of the highlights and challenges of ministering, not only in the Catholic Church, but in wherever you reach. So what has been the highlights and challenges of what you do?
Number one, putting your music out there is very expensive. People think that you just go to a studio. Now, our studio sessions are 7,000 upwards just to go there and record. But we do it extra because we're doing live recordings. So live recordings, they can cost over $500,000, depending in a space where you are. So financially, I had to struggle to get to where I am. And luckily, people were there to assist, And also, business-wise, I had to at least take my salary and use it for this music thing. Because you need to make it proper. If you do it, just make it proper, and so that people can receive it proper. And the second thing was to be king. By this thing, to be appreciated in the community where you are. Because I'm trying to release hymns for you, and somebody else will be like, "Hey, the hymns are boring." As Catholics, we're not used to a guitar or a what. So I had to struggle through that the first time when I released my music. I was being like, everybody was speaking so bad of it. And I had to stay and focus and do what I love. And I knew in my heart that it's not everybody, it's only 10% of the 90%. You understand? So once I got that, it was easy for me to move on. Because we always concentrate on the negative things that people say about us, thinking that the 10%, maybe the 10% is the whole world. It's not. 10% is just somebody who's bored somewhere, somebody who's used to criticize somebody somewhere, sitting there and typing that. You understand? And then we take it personally. No, it's not that. Those people, they don't know what they can do with their lives. So what they can do best is to criticize other people. So once I realized that, for me it was easy. So that was the second thing. The third thing was for me to juggle around work and the music thing, because it's not easy. Monday to Friday, I'm flying 3 times a week trying to do business. And then also weekends, I have to travel to outside the country, inside the country, trying to do music again. So for me, it takes a toll because I still have kids. I still have a family that I need to engage with, because if you don't have that relationship with your kids, I'm telling you, you're gonna lose them. So I try a lot to make sure I don't lose that. So maybe that's the only challenges that I have, 3.
Yeah.
The rest is just minor thing.
Yeah, and the negative people, like the comments, they're the loudest.
Very.
So it makes it look like it's everyone.
Yeah.
But the ones that support you have no idea how much they love you, and they might not be as loud as the negative ones, but the love that you have, I think, should encourage you as a person in terms of your dreams. I really love also what you always encourage people with, because you don't just sing, you also motivate.
While I'm singing, I'm like, do this. It's what I'm called for, I think, to motivate, to take my whole story and give it to the people. Because I need to relate with them. Because people see us and they call us celebrities, thinking that we're living in space. But we went through what they are going through right now. So why not share the story? I'm sharing the story so that you can understand what even yourself, you will get out of that situation easy.
Yeah, most definitely. And so thank you so much for opening up what you have. And so now I just want to talk about the sacred heart of Jesus. So is a member. I have an older sister who's also
When are you joining? When are you joining?
When
are you joining?
Like I'm always not a bit. It's
Let me say this. There's no mokhatlo like secretary. Just
oh
Jesus.
my Lord.
Jesus.
It's I don't know. We'll see.
We're waiting.
And my aunt also. So I have members at home that are members of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So for you, what attracted you to it? I mean, you said you've been in the sodality for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
So tell us where it all began. Why the Sacred Heart? You could have joined, I think, any other sodality, but why then?
For me, I think like any other young person in the church, growing up, hearing that song, oh, hope you Jesus,
Oh,
you know, it's a beautiful hymn.
Love it.
And I fell in love with that hymn. Number 2, my mother was alive. Was a Sacred Heart member. Was a chairperson of the Sacred Heart at Glasgow Diocese. My aunt, so many people were close to me, were part of Sacred Heart. And for me, when I used to hear them pray in the house, and I would listen to the prayers, I was like, wow, this is amazing. The meaning of the prayers. Number 3, every third Sunday, my mom will just, after church, she'll come home around 7 night. Because why? Third Sunday, they go and visit the sick, the hungry, the ones who don't have shelter, you know, all of those things. They go out. This is not something to use in church. They go out, whether you're Catholic or not, they go and see you. If your house is dirty, they clean for you, all of those things. I was like, wow, I want to be part of that. Because I love the community. I love being part of the community. So if there's something that will bring me closer to the community, you will find me there, 100%. And I'm an introvert, but doing those things, I enjoy very much. You know? So that's the reasons why I became part of it. And it was later when she passed on, when I was like, nah, I need to take the baton and just join the Sacred Heart. And luckily I was welcomed, and they were teaching me everything that I needed to know about the Sacred Heart. And I can proudly say, for the past 10 years, I've been happy. Because I know when I'm sad, which prayer to do. When I'm happy, which prayer to do. You know, every situation of my life, I know I can go to the Sacred Heart of Jesus and just say, God, this is what I'm going through. How can He assist? And we become friends like that, with me and Him. And then, everything just becomes wow. And that's why everywhere I go, I encourage young people, especially young people, to join the Sacred Heart. And say, hey, you know, but obviously all the sodalities are very important. I'm just saying, I'm just jealous about this one.
Of course. Most definitely. And it's not just a local, it's international. And the Vatican also recognizes it. We know that it's been around from the 17th century, in the 1600s, that is. Saint Mary Margaret Alacoque was the one who helped.
It's the second time I hear you speaking about her.
Yes, I should know about my saints. And I think the important and beautiful part is that, I mean, that is ultimately what we worship, the heart of Jesus. Because of His love, He died for us, and everything is, the heart is the source of where it is for Him, you know.
And that heart is very sacred. Just not any heart.
Yeah, definitely. So heart is the home of the love.
Exactly.
Now tell us about, I mean, this weekend is a very special weekend for members of the sodality. It is, as I mentioned at the beginning of the conversation, the feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So on Friday, all roads are heading to Kgethang. If you are based in Joburg.
Almost 5,000 people.
Wow.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Last time it was Swaziland.
Yes.
Packed.
Yeah.
I'll share the picture with you.
Yeah.
Now it's Kgethang.
Kgethang Diocese. But tell us.
You will make it or not.
So tell us about this weekend. What's going to be happening? Share with us, why people should go in their numbers.
Hey, unfortunately, I can't say fortunately. Unfortunately, I'm the MC. I'm like, guys, why is Suge? Why? I don't know. Maybe it's grace. I don't know. Because this past weekend I was attending the youth thing. It was upper room or something. So
yes.
And when they saw me there, they said, "You're in the program already. Just come and say something. Don't sing. Come say something." So that's my. I don't know. So yeah, I'll be directing the program this weekend. All roads lead to Klerksdorp, and we are going to celebrate the Feast of the Sacred Heart. Basically, we are going to be told, because I want to make it simple, because I can't talk about the terms that we use as a Sacred Heart members. You will be lost. Basically, we are going to celebrate Mass with the bishops, who understands and who are who understands Sacred Heart sodality in depth.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be celebrating with the priests, the deacons, and everybody who's involved in this thing. And we're going to learn more about the Sacred Heart. We're going to be told what to do, what not to do, if things have changed from the Pope, what messages, messages from the Vatican City, what has changed, what has not. And basically, it's all Sacred Heart members coming together and celebrating together.
Yeah.
That's how simple I can put it. But it's going to be extra because you won't understand. We have our own rituals.
Yeah.
When you sing O Hopela Jesu, it won't be the same as we sing it normally in church. It will be more because Amazulu will be there, Swazis will be there, Xhosas will be there, Sotos, Tswanas coming together, learning it more deeper and deeper, and Rezabo, Rebaliela,
I wish I can help.
You see. Buinelo, ukuzinikela, yes. And doing it with your fellow colleagues, it's going to be beautiful.
Wow.
I can't tell you about hymns. I can't tell you about more prayers. I can't tell you about, that socializing. But how do you guys do it as Swazis? How do you guys do it as Zulus? That exchange is going to be beautiful. I'm going to be blessed by 2 bishops or 3 bishops. So it's going to be nice. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yes.
I've cancelled 2 bookings for that.
Wow.
Because I didn't know the date until recently. So I had to give them back their money. I was like, no, I'm not missing this one.
Yes.
I'm not missing this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you attend these yearly? Are you faithful?
100%.
Yes.
This is my second one because the first one was Swaziland, right? This is the second one. So the other ones, were not invited or something like that. We used to celebrate it as dinners and all that.
Okay.
So this is the one that's bigger.
Metropolitan.
Yeah. So I'm going to attend every year.
Yeah.
100%.
Most definitely. In Kgethang, I know there's a lot we could unpack, there's a lot we could talk about pertaining to your music, pertaining to your life. But thank you so much for granting us this opportunity to get to know you. I hope that there's something within this conversation someone can take to their heart. And
I know that.
yes, so but before we wrap up this interview, just tell us briefly about your album currently, Tifila. Just tell us about that. Paint a picture for us. How can people find the music? How can they find the concerts that they've been missing? You've been touring, you've been touring around the country.
Yeah.
So tell us just briefly about that and what the rest of the year looks like for you.
Yes. Firstly, thank you for supporting my music. It's not mine, it's God's music. So thank you so much for that because the album for 3 months, it's been like on top.
Yeah.
You understand? At some point it was number 1 in the country. And I appreciate that. I don't take it lightly. At some point the song was number 1 on TV. And I think it still is. Still on the top 10. And to get there is not child's play. It means people are listening to your music, people are voting for your music. So I appreciate that. And also by doing that, you are feeding my family. So I also appreciate that, because by you listening to the song, I get to eat. I get to pour petrol, like, all of those things. Thank you for that. And no one believed that somebody who just says Bina will be number one in the country. And I'm trying to talk to a young person who's like, Basnyat and you don't believe in yourself. If I could do it by just saying Bina, you can do it. I 100%, because you have more talent, you have more grace, you have more of the tools that you need to make it in this industry. So I really believe that they can make it. I was telling somebody in the office, guys, me getting booked out for a whole year, there's so many artists who want that for their careers, and they're not getting it. So I need to be more thankful to God to say, wow. Guys, now if somebody goes, can we book you for something? We have how much and how much? I'm sorry, there's no space. Wow. People want to give you money and you're turning it down. Not everybody can do that. And for me, I'm very, very grateful for that. It's not me, it's the people who are watching right now who are doing that for me. So keep on listening to that album, because that album, we grew up listening to, and they'll remind you of your family members who were passed on. They'll remind you of your church, all of those things. Also go to my TikTok, you'll get that.
Yeah,
sharp. So people can go to any streaming platform, and my music is available. All of it is available. We just recorded the Rise team when we were doing the tour, and people they can't wait to hear that music. It's gonna be released very soon. Maybe give me 2 months or 3 months, and then that music will be out very soon, where it's me and my team, because we have about 40 members in my team. So that music is coming out very soon also. It's also the feel. Whether it's a Sion and Tamaroma, everybody's involved there. So basically that's that.
Wow. And it's really, really amazing. I mean, you are booked out, you mentioned. I just want you to briefly talk about the pilgrimage to Rome. I know you're going there later. Tell us about that. If people are interested, if they are married, maybe they can DM you. I don't know. Please. Tell us about that.
Yes, we are going to Rome. We are going to tour Rome, Turkey, and Rome. So somebody came to me and said, we love your music. We love how you are interacting with the Christians. Can we use your face, to tour Turkey and Rome? I was like, okay. Let me speak to my manager, and they were like, no problem. My manager was like, no, I don't trust people like this. Then they spoke. And once we verified everything, and then she was like, it's a go, you can do it. So I don't have to pay anything, but you guys, because I think to go to Rome it's about 60,000 and what. So this one is about 39,000. It's cheaper. Imagine you're going to Turkey with me for 7 days in Rome. And
when is it? I think
October. I'm not sure of the date. You can just write it there.
Okay,
I'm not sure of the date.
We'll share the link.
Guys,
all the information.
Not putting a break. I'm booked out. I have so many events. I can't remember each of them when they. But it's very important for you to come. We are only looking for 40 people. Already we have over 15 people who already booked their seats. The deposit about 6,000, so that they can organize visas for you and accommodations and all of those things. So make sure that you book now.
Yes.
Go to my socials, you get most of the information right there. Hey, this home thing, I'm afraid.
Yeah, don't be. It's very nice.
No, flights. I hate flights.
Is it?
Yeah, I hate long flights.
Like, do what I do. I eat and I sleep. That's how I survive. I sleep because I'm like, there's no.
You wanna gain calories?
Listen. That's the only time I get full 7 hours because I don't sleep. So that's my trick of sleeping. I get
so
7 hours of sleep. You see? And then you just
I just get a pill.
And you're not gonna gain calories because you're gonna walk.
What?
Rome is not a place for you to be sitting in buses. It's a place for you to walk from one basilica to the next. So don't worry about the eating.
I'll gain calories and burn them somewhere.
And burn them in Rome. Trust me, it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful place to be in. to minister in. So we wish you the best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Please follow Kgethang Konese on all social media platforms. Over 1 million followers on TikTok.
And today we are reaching 700,000
on Facebook. So when I grow up, I want to be like you.
You are going to be like me, and very soon. Very soon. Everybody who's watching, they're gonna follow.
I really hope so. I really hope so. So please follow him, and you will catch him and follow his journey. He's very open and transparent about his journey pertaining to his faith. So thank you so much for taking our faith to the rest of the world, the rest of the country. You are a great example and leader. We've been following you, and yeah, so continue shining. And yeah, you are going to get your summer award this year. And all that is deservingly coming your way this year. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Any last words?
She made me wear a uniform. Don't know why. It's Tuesday. What is this? Wednesday. I'm wearing the uniform. But thank you for that, because I get blessed every time I wear this uniform. And last words will be, keep on doing what you love. There's more blessings in that, because if you do what you love, you don't get tired, and God blesses that. And keep pushing. As a young person, keep pushing. I can promise you, the time you feel like it's not working, that's when it's working. If you want to give up today, you must know that tomorrow was going to work. So you must keep pushing, because that's where your money is. And it's in a total rapela lebito le matla la mfuluso wa ona le Jesu Kriste ya phelang ya busang ka mehla le ka mehla.
Amen. And this is how we are wrapping up this conversation, this interview. We hope that you will sit through the 40 minutes that we are having this conversation. Because yeah, it's really, really a blessing to have a conversation with Catholics that are doing it for the church and for themselves, and in the process inspiring us. Really do look out on all his social media platforms. Please follow us as well on the Far Eastern Catholic News, as we're bringing nothing but good news. And yes, so until the next video, take care, God bless, and we love you very much.